Yes, my friends. Unfortunately, we will have to put up with Chris Grier for a while longer with the Miami Dolphins. I wish he would be fired today, but unfortunately that is not possible. If you also believe that his firing would be great for the Dolphins, hit the like button hard. If possible, write something like, "We want another GM on the Miami Dolphins." Now let's talk about Mike McDaniel. This season, the Dolphins are diving deeper into innovation, bringing a fresh and dynamic approach to their offensive strategies. McDaniel's unique leadership style has already gotten fans excited, and it seems like he is just getting started. McDaniel, known for his innovative plays and ability to get the best out of his players, has taken the team's offense to new heights. And with Tua Tagovailoa firing on all cylinders and Tyreek Hill's explosive speed continuing to amaze, it is safe to say that the Dolphins are becoming a force to be reckoned with. Let's dive right into how McDaniel has reshaped the offense and why this season looks so different than what we've seen in the past. Under McDaniel's guidance, the Dolphins have transformed into one of the most potent offenses in the league, but it's more than just the numbers. It's the energy and creativity he's injecting into every game. This season, Tua has looked more comfortable, sharper, and more confident in his decisions on the field. The chemistry with Hill, Jalen Waddle, and the rest of the receiving corps looks stronger than ever, and the results speak for themselves. This Dolphins offense has developed a rhythm that keeps opposing defenses guessing, and that's all part of McDaniel's plan. When we think about Tua's growth, it's impossible to ignore McDaniel's influence. Known for his sharp, analytical mind and his knack for player development, McDaniel has built an offensive scheme that truly plays to Tua's strengths. Tua is executing plays with a level of precision and confidence we haven't seen before, and that's due in large part to the trust that McDaniel has placed in him. This season, we're seeing Tua take more deep shots, connect with Hill in ways that maximize their speed, and make quicker, more accurate decisions under pressure. It's not just about gaining yards, it's about the thrill, the unpredictability, and the sheer fun of watching these plays unfold. And then there's Tyreek Hill, a player who needs no introduction. Hill's speed is legendary, but under McDaniel, it feels like he's become even more dangerous. We're seeing McDaniel use Hill in creative ways, moving him around the field, giving him opportunities to exploit every inch of open space, and making it nearly impossible for defenses to contain him. Hill has openly praised McDaniel's approach, saying it has allowed him to be more free on the field, and you can see that freedom translating into explosive plays game after game. It's clear that Hill's skill set is a perfect match for McDaniel's offensive vision, and when you add in Waddle, who's a lightning-fast threat in his own right, it's clear why the Dolphins have one of the league's most exciting offenses. But it's not just about the big names. McDaniel is known for his collaborative style and for elevating every player on the roster. His approach brings out the best in everyone, from the offensive line to the running backs. We've seen players like Raheem Mostert and rookie Devon Achane step up in big ways this season, contributing with key plays and adding another layer of depth to the Dolphins' offense. McDaniel's commitment to developing his players is one of the reasons this team feels so united, so driven, and so capable of achieving greatness. It's not just a top-down approach. It's a true team effort where every player knows their role and feels valued. What makes this season feel even more special is the sense of purpose behind every game. McDaniel has talked about building a culture that goes beyond wins and losses, one that values resilience, creativity, and relentless pursuit of excellence. You can see that spirit in the way the Dolphins play each week. They're not just aiming to win games, they're setting out to redefine what this team can be. Every game feels like a statement, a chance to prove that the Dolphins are ready to compete at the highest level and leave a legacy. So here's the big question for all you fans out there. How far can this Dolphins team go under McDaniel's leadership? Are we witnessing the start of something truly special? A new era in Dolphins history? Let us know what you think in the comments. We want to hear your thoughts. What do you think of McDaniel's style, Tua's development, and Hill's role in this offense? Share your views, and let's get the conversation going on where this team is headed. Because one thing's for sure, with McDaniel at the helm, the Miami Dolphins are just getting started. Miami Dolphins fans have been eagerly waiting to see what first-round pick Chop Robinson could bring to the field, and after weeks of uncertainty, we're finally getting a glimpse of why Chris Grier and the Dolphins organization took a chance on him. It was no secret that early in the season, there were questions surrounding Robinson's performance. As the 21st overall pick from Penn State, expectations were high, but initial results led to disappointment for many, including those of us who initially doubted his readiness for the NFL. However, over the last 2 games, Robinson has shown a spark that has injected new hope into a struggling Dolphins defense and stirred excitement among fans.
Robinson's recent breakout couldn't have come at a more crucial time. The Dolphins are currently navigating a season hampered by injuries to key pass rushers. Bradley Chubb remains on the PUP list, Jalen Phillips is out for the year, and other names like Emmanuel Ogbah have been struggling to carry the weight on the edge. This has resulted in one of the lowest sack counts in the NFL, just 10 sacks, ranking them near the bottom of the league. But with Robinson beginning to find his rhythm, Dolphins fans can finally imagine a future where the pass rush isn't just competitive but potentially dominant. The real turning point for Robinson appears to have come in the last 2 games against the Arizona Cardinals and Buffalo Bills. Over these games, he racked up a total of 6 pressures, almost as many as he had in the first 6 games combined. He was especially impactful against Buffalo, where he managed to bring down Josh Allen for his first NFL sack late in the 4th quarter. This performance showed fans that Robinson wasn't just improving, he was ready to make his presence felt. Even more, he forced Allen into quick decisions on multiple plays, including an impressive moment where he burst past Buffalo's left tackle Dion Dawkins, leaving him in the dust and forcing Allen into a rushed incompletion. It's a small sample size, but Robinson is beginning to prove that he's got the athleticism and tenacity to be a real threat on this defense. But not everything has been smooth sailing for Robinson. His performance against the run remains a concern, with a PFF grade of just 49.9. That's well below average, and he's had a particularly tough time with missed tackles. In fact, last week against Buffalo, he missed 3 tackles out of the 4 opportunities he had, a rate that has to improve if he's going to be the complete player Miami needs him to be. For now, he shines brightest as a pass rusher, where his natural athleticism and quickness have made him a real asset. Robinson's ability to get around blockers with speed and agility is undeniable, but he still struggles with the physicality of the NFL, especially when offensive tackles aren't on their heels. One of the most promising aspects of Robinson's recent performance is what it might mean for the Dolphins' defensive line going forward. The team has some big decisions to make in the offseason, especially with the futures of Jalen Phillips and Bradley Chubb hanging in the balance. Phillips, who has suffered multiple injuries, including an Achilles, may not be guaranteed a spot in the long term. Chubb, on the other hand, is dealing with a hefty contract situation. None of his 2025 salary is guaranteed, but cutting him would still leave Miami with a sizable cap hit. If Robinson continues to develop, the Dolphins might find themselves in a position to rely more heavily on him, potentially allowing them to move on from one of their pricier veterans. The big question now is consistency. Can Robinson keep up this level of play, or was this just a flash in the pan? Dolphins fans are hopeful that this is only the beginning. His athleticism puts him among the most dynamic edge rushers the team has seen in years, and if he can refine his technique, we could be looking at a cornerstone player for this defense. What's more, if he continues to grow, the Dolphins could have a serious weapon on their hands when Chubb eventually returns to the lineup.